Hello Leo, this is Monica with the Lynx Tarot. This is your Mercury Retrograde Tarot and Oracle reading. And we are currently under the sign of Sagittarius. Well, not currently, but for the Mercury Retrograde, it is under the sign of Sagittarius. So we're ending the Scorpio season, going into Sagittarius season at the time of this reading. So Mercury Retrograde will be between November 25th and December 15th. And we are currently in the pre-retrograde shadow, and post-retrograde ends January 3rd. So we're jumping in here with the Power of Surrender deck, and we have Surrender to Miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So if you've been feeling like, if there's something that you've been really needing or wanting, and you've been feeling like that would be a miracle if that actually happened, because you're like in complete disbelief, be open to it, because miracles do happen, surprises do happen, things unexpected in a good way, I think, are coming your way. Surrender procrastination. So maybe you've been procrastinating about something and it's actually time to figure it out during this Mercury retrograde season. Normally they say don't make any big decisions during Mercury retrograde, but if you have to, just take extra caution to make sure all of the details are panned out in writing. If you have appointments or important scheduling, make sure that everything is, say, verified, confirmed. If you're dealing with someone else, make sure you're on the same page. A lot of cross-referencing is necessary. It says now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. So I feel like this is something you've been putting off, and it's time to revisit it during this time period. It might be something that you're studying or something that you started before, and it's time to start working on it again. It says taking action will attract success. So that's, typically, not what's recommended during Mercury retrograde, unless it's something that you've started in the past. It's time to revisit and, take action on something that you're wanting. Maybe it's something you've been really needing to do, and it's important to ask ourselves why we have put something off. Is it self-doubt? Did we feel like we didn't have anyone being cooperative with us that we needed to be cooperative? Maybe some new ideas will come through, finding new ways to do something that you've been wanting or needing to do. Surrender the drama. Another fire sign got this. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Okay? Stay centered. Be careful not to get triggered. A lot of times if we get triggered by a person, they want us to be triggered by their behavior, something they're saying or doing. Don't give them that satisfaction. Stay centered. Don't let yourself get upset, because there's some good stuff going on here. All right, so this is the Everyday Witch Tarot. One more shuffle. All right, what else for Leo? And this is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node, I should say, and or whichever you're drawn to listen to. Just only take what resonates. Okay, we have the Two of Cups, a good match. The Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Let's get another row here for clarifiers. All right, we have the Two of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Devil. Yeah, so surrender the drama. Be careful of the negative ego. Our egos want to jump in and defend ourselves before we've heard someone out, even if they're talking a lot of baloney, right? Let them keep talking and make a fool of themselves. Ask them to repeat what they just said. It might make them nervous and they won't bother and they'll back off. It might end right there. Surrender to miracles is being clarified by the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. So I feel like for some of you in love and romance, okay, so if you're in a committed relationship, you might feel like, it would be a miracle if we started getting along again, and you do start to get along again. As a couple, you figure out a way to reconnect with one another. You might figure out together what you want to do next in your relationship or in your life together. In work, it could be, maybe someone in the workplace that has caused you trouble is leaving. and someone new comes in and it's a much better match and there's more of a flow in your work day and you're not as nervous and tense. Okay, so I feel like there's some shifts during this Mercury retrograde for some of you Leos concerning work and work relationships, like someone coming in and someone leaving. For others of you in love, I feel like this is a really healthy like reconnection truce, but a truce that lasts. For those of you, searching for love, I feel like it's there for you. Like I said to, I think Aries, I can't remember if it was Aries or not. But take your time. If you meet somebody new during retrograde, take your time getting to know them. And if you're meant to be together, your connection will stand the test of time before jumping in and making too deep of a commitment. And like here with the Knight of Swords, you don't want to make any rash decisions. The Six of Swords is moving on. So someone's been like wanting to move on from something for a really long time. And I feel like you wanted to just do it, but couldn't for a long time. But now you actually can. Just make sure if you're signing contracts, leases, making any kind of financial commitments, that everything is in writing, that you don't sign anything unless you understand it. You might not have to, but need to have a lawyer go over something for you. So don't leave out that step if it's necessary. The Six of Swords, again, I feel like moving on to something better and more peaceful. It might be something that you are figuring out during this time period and actually making the move in the next 4 to 6, or after the next 4 to 6 weeks when Mercury is indirect, or at least post shadow energies. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Devil. So I feel like I'm surrendering the drama. That's the Oracle card that is above these two. Surrendering the drama. It might have to do with a financial situation. Leo, somebody at work might have tried to hold back your pay or take credit for your work. Don't get sucked into it. Just follow the proper channels to make sure you are given credit and pay for what you did, and it can be resolved, but just be careful not to get triggered or fired up, because that can really come back to bite you. All right, so this is the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Angel Wisdom Tarot. We're going to get a couple of clarifiers from this deck, then we will end with a couple more oracles. Okay, we have Renewal, Archangel Jeremiah, reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Now, I would say compassion and forgiveness toward yourself, and maybe it will help you to like review like someone else's part in something, in dealing with them. And you don't have to forgive or excuse them, but you might see how they handled things from a different perspective and realize that it can no longer affect you. Clarity on your life purpose. In your heart, you know what to do, Leo. I like that. And we have the Dreamer. So renewal over here is Judgment in the traditional tarot, and the Dreamer is equivalent to the Fool in the traditional tarot. And this is Archangel Metatron in the background here, and surrendering to divine timing, because that's one of the things Metatron is all about. It says a new start, and we had that here with the Six of Swords, a new start, less stress. Trust yourself, push your fears aside, and take a leap of faith, okay? But if you can, try and let this retrograde period be a time of figuring out all of the steps that you need to take. And if you have to do it now, if there's an opportunity like, that has a timestamp on it, just make sure everything is clear in writing if necessary. Start dates if it's a job or a new lease, make sure that's very clear. Now that would be something you have to have in writing, obviously, and the date will be written right there. But I'm picturing like something incorrect printed out on a lease or a work contract. So look close and be like, wait a minute, is this an old form? Like there's the wrong years on here or something like that, or the wrong start date or the wrong move-in date is on here. Okay, this is the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle 24, which breaks down to 6, authentic self-expression. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing ways. Very nice. And let's get one more here for Leo. We have Old Soul and 21, which breaks down to 3. You have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. So even if you don't believe in reincarnation, you have a lot more wisdom and experience than you may realize, Leo. So let that be your strength. Let that be your, your anchor. All right, Leo, thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.